Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy For Now. It's me Isabel here with my September wrap up. We are back with the highs and lows because I read books. I don't know what it is about the bar months, but I read books. I am here. I'm a reading machine. I am so proud of myself because not only did I have 30 and 30 this month, which we'll talk about on Tuesday, I still read books this month. Now, was this slightly bolstered by an Amazon novella collection? Maybe. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about it. I am going to tell you that we're back with highs and lows and all that good stuff. I didn't have any DNFs this month, so there's none of that, but we've got some lows, we've got some surprises, and we've got some highs. I had a lot of favorites this month. I lucked out with the volume I read and how many books I like. Because let me tell you, I was nervous. But let's dive directly into my stats, talk about how this all broke down. I read 16 books in September. That is more than one every 2 days. Look at me go. She is a reading machine again. Oh, it feels so good. And that was for a total of 4,150 pages. My average rating was a 4. I don't feel like I've hit like a solid 4 in a minute. I feel like I've been like fighting my way there. I listened to 12 hours of audio I read 8 titles from KU, 10 books from the library, which a lot of those were in my manga log, but still, 10 from the library is a win. As far as demographics go, all 16 titles I read this month were adult titles. Format-wise, I read 6 ebooks and 10 audiobooks. I'm getting it, y'all. I'm getting back to it. I'm so excited about it. That's kind of the stats. Let's talk about my lows. I have 2, and they're both from the same collection. So I did read all of but one in the Scared Sexy collection because I don't read J.T. Gessinger, which, FYI, for anyone who was going to read that one, if you don't like Harry Potter references, there are Harry Potter references in that one. So avoid if that's not your thing, on top of just like... She's become a no thank you author for me, so I just knew I wasn't going to read the one. But 2 of these I wasn't sure if I would like, and I debated skipping, but I was like, screw it, we're going to read them anyways. They're so short, it was like, whatever. Which is why I'm warning about the J.T. Gessinger, because when I heard that, I was like extra annoyed. But that is Falling by Christina Lauren. This is like a weird fallen angel romance situation. I felt like this one just did not have enough plot, and one of their other Amazon novellas that they did I really liked and was surprised by, because Christina Lauren, for me, I really love their older stuff a lot. Like, I really love the Beautiful Bastard series and the Wild Sexy Nights series. I need to finish that series, the Wild Sexy ones, but I really like a lot of their older stuff, and some of their newer titles have not worked for me as well, and that's okay. Like, we all grow and evolve as we write and as we read, right? Like, we're gonna have things where it's like, I love your old stuff, I don't like your new stuff, and that is totally fine. And Falling is another example of that. I felt like we didn't get enough, like, I know, listen, I know it's like a 50-some page novella, right? Like, they're tiny, but I felt like this lacked any, like, plot in any capacity. Like, it just was really like meh at the end of the day. Nor was it very like Scared Sexy, I guess, because I feel like some of the other ones felt a little more like that, you know? So yeah, I didn't love this one. I gave it like a 3, maybe a 2.5, honestly, is what it should be. Then I read My Boyfriends Are All Monsters by Kimberly Lemming, another one that I was just kind of like, eh. For me, this one struggled in the setup where our heroine is basically in the woods with her boyfriend who's being a piece of shit with his friend group, and they're all being mean to her because she can't keep up and all these things, and like, I don't even hike and I know the rules, like slow person leads, and I just felt like it was really gross that they were just gonna leave her behind. And then the setup of the monster was just weird, and I don't know, it just didn't work for me fully. It wasn't like the worst, it was like a 3. It was just like absolutely mediocre and not memorable in my opinion, so it's one that I'm just not gonna really think about again, most likely. So there's that. On to surprises. So first things first, Lilith by Alexandria House was a delightful surprise for me this month. I randomly requested the audiobook arc on NetGalley. I got it. I devoured it. And I think this is kind of part of what kicked into my reading mode a little bit. And again, it's not that I thought I wouldn't like it. It's Alexandria House. I generally like her book. But I just didn't expect like to enjoy this like older woman, younger man romantic suspense situation as much as I did. And it kind of, I do think, really reinvigorated my reading. So I'm counting it as a surprise because I never know. You never know what you're getting into, you know? Then this is I don't recommend it surprise, okay? So we have to talk about The Pucky Wrong Number by C.R. Jane. It's in my last vlog, my last non-arc vlog. I had so much fun reading this. I don't think I recommend it though. Like, it is bonkers, bananas, cuckoo. Like, not for everyone. You have to suspend and your disbelief completely to enjoy this book. But it was so absolutely ridiculous, and she kept giving us things that I just would not have guessed for the life of me in this book. I mean, he tattoos her name on his junk. And she's like, that's so hot. And I'm like, no, y'all barely know it's not. You've barely known each other. And then there are other things where I'm like, how does he have time to do this? He's like this big hockey star. Anyways, Cuckoo Bananas, wild time. I had so much fun reading it, and I actually might read the rest of the series as I need something to take my mind off of things in the future, because that's what these kind of books are to me. This reads like something you're going to pick up because you need the distraction, not because you're looking for something like good, but the distraction of something Cuckoo Bananas, party time. That's what this is. I don't think it's well written either in any way. So it's not like a Vera Valentine where you're like, wow, this is wild, but it is actually like really well written. This is like the other side of that coin and longer. But I had a fun time. So there's that. Okay, and then we have one that I read during my Dice of Destiny series, which is Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRue. So this was my first full-length Harley novel, and I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. I liked it enough that I'm waiting for book 2 and 3 to hit like Hoopla. I don't think I want to spend a credit on them. They're also Audible exclusives, so I'm trying to like resist encouraging Audible exclusives at this point. I do have some credits I'm sitting on that I'm gonna have to spend this year, so I may break down and use them, but we'll see, because we are getting ready to fully break up with Audible. Okay, like it's happening. I just got a really good deal for 12 credits, so I'm still here. But I listened to this through Hoopla. I had so much fun. This is a goth bimbo and her demon boyfriend who is also kind of an idiot, but like she's real bimbo-y in the best way, because he's like, stay in the house, and she's like, okay, and then 5 minutes later she's in the freaking woods. Then he's like, what is wrong with you? Here's the issue with this one is all 3 books follow the same storyline, right? So in book 1, we're not really getting enough of the storyline, in my opinion. We just get kind of the introduction to the story of what's happening, and I would have loved to know a little bit more of what was going to happen / the situation. But we meet our characters for book 2, and I don't know if we met book 3's characters. We might have. So we meet them, and I'm like really, really intrigued, right? Because like I want to see how this story unfolds, because I think this has a really interesting world story happening. But again, book 1 barely touches it. I feel like we get a feel for this weird town with an old family cult situation, and we get a feel for the fact that there's demons and they're doing things with the demons that they shouldn't be doing probably, and sacrificing people. But I had fun, and it really was just like, it was also a little bananas and silly, but like very fun to read and enjoyable. I felt like, you know, Harley LaRue to me writes really good sex scenes, and she borders on erotica, I would say, for her stuff. And like, I really want to read The Losers Duet, but I'm like waiting because I know there's nothing else like it when I do read it, and I have a feeling I'm going to love it. So either way, I'm intrigued to read more of this series. All right, next up, let's talk about my highs, because oh my gosh, not joking, I had a hard time. I had 5 stars, possibly 6. I have to sit on, like, I'm sitting on them a little bit longer to decide if they're 6 stars, but we had 5 of them this month of the 16 books I read. I was terrified that I was going to go into something, because I read 2 freaking awesome books back to back, and I was like, oh no, which is part of why I read Pumpkin Rock. I was like, I don't think I'm going to love this, and I need some things I'm not going to love. First of all, Gloves Off by Stephanie Archer. I devoured all of the Vancouver Storm series between the end of August and beginning of September. Gloves Off is the last book. It is our hockey romance. These are hockey romances following the Vancouver Storm team. And y'all, oh my god. Okay, so this is our team doctor and our goalie, and basically he needs to get married so he can get his residency in Canada, and him and his family not get deported when he no longer plays hockey. He's nearing retirement. He's older. And our heroine is the team doctor, and they get fake married, and they get real married. They don't get fake married. They get real married because she needs her inheritance for reasons she won't tell him, and he needs his residency for, like, he's kind of told her why. He has made all of these assumptions about her as a human that are completely incorrect. And the entire book is him unpacking and realizing how wrong he was about her, but also how wrong she was about him. And these like really sweet caretaking moments between the two of them, where he caretakes for her and she caretakes him. When he gets injured, something happens and he like caretakes for her too. I think she's sick or something. I feel like they both like take turns taking care of each other. But he gets injured, and like he sees how much it hurts her when he's injured, and that makes him have to make choices about his career that he was not ready to make. But for her, he will. He will make those choices, and that hard choice. And we see the rest of the friend group in this one like really get together and be fantastic. And she is really besties with the heroine from the next book, which is the coach's book. And I'm really, really excited because we got a little teaser. We got a little teaser of the next book, and I'm very excited for February to read it because I'm sold. Like, after Behind the Net, I was nervous because I liked it, but I didn't love it. And then I just loved each book more and more as I went in this series. And now I'm here, and I'm like, I'm obsessed. I don't know if I'll read Stephanie Archer's contemporaries, but her hockey series has me in a chokehold like no other. Oh my goodness, it was so good. Then I read The Inheritance by Ilona Andrews. Everyone, get ready for a new fantastic series from Ilona Andrews. Shock, surprise, awe, I know, we're all stunned. This is in my favorites. This was so good. I devoured this in like a day. I did have Alexa read it to me, or the Kindle assistive reader read it to me while I crafted, and I was like, this is everything. This is everything. I loved this so much. I think this is a really good introduction to the world. We meet our love interest at the end of the book. And I'm very excited because our heroine's like in her 40s. She's got 2 kids. She was left by their dad because he's a piece of shit. Like, I have, but I wanted to reach through the book and punch him for her. But this is a really interesting world, really interesting mechanics happening. I'm really, really excited to see how and what it develops into as we continue the series. Okay, and then we have a tie. We have A Love Most Brutal by Kath Richards. So good. So, so good. Well worth the wait. This and The Inheritance are what I read back to back, and I was like, oh no. Too many good books. But this was a fantastic continuation. If you were curious, if you liked the first book, you're going to like book 2. I liked book 2 even more because I loved our hero in this one. I love a broody man. We know this. And then I also, Revolve by Balcabra is easily tied. That comes out later this month in October. And this has 2 people who are very broken and put each other back together. It definitely gives Peyton Corinne vibes. Not in a bad way. They are friends. I will note they are friends. So do keep that in mind. I just loved that we got this Playboy hero who was doing all these things to be who he thought he had to be for everyone. And they all keep showing him that's not what he has to do. That wasn't what they needed from him. And I was like, yes, yes, please. Keep doing this, please. And our heroine who had an injury on the ice and is trying to figure out what that looks like for her career moving forward and find a new pairs to skate. My member said it's cutting edge fic, basically, and it probably is. I need to rewatch The Cutting Edge. I think I've seen it, but I don't remember. And that's... Don't yell at me in the comments, okay? I know. But this is the coming up, or was in my ARC vlog, so I'm not gonna like drone on about it too much, but I will tell you that I continue to just love the Off the Ice series by Balcabra. She's writing really fun hockey romances that work for me in the college setting. I'm pretty picky about my college hockey romances. Like, I won't just pick up anything, but yeah, this was an absolute blast, and I had so much fun with it. And I don't remember what my other 5-star was. Anyways, I had a good reading month, okay? And I'm so happy about that because I really needed it. I really needed it, y'all. So let me know what you read in the month of September and loved. Let me know. If you don't want to do any of that, you can leave me a ghost emoji because it's Halloween season officially, and I am here and I'm ready to read all of my paranormals. Not that I don't read them all year, but you know what I mean. I'm ready to really like just feel no guilt about how much paranormal I'm reading. So there's that. So you can leave me that in the comments. I will have links to all these books for you down below, links to me, my friend, anywhere on the internet that I am, and I will talk to y'all in just a few days. Bye!
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we wait